Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn histology, today nervous tissue, and after we've done it, we're gonna do wrist training. And if you participate in the wrist training, then it's at your own risk. And you're talking about internal anatomy. And this is part 2. Nervous tissue. Despite the awesome complexity of the nervous system, it consists only of 2 principal kinds of cells, neurons and neuralgia. Okay, this is what we want to make a presentation. That's the first thing I want to say. The nervous tissue consists out of neurons and neuralgia. Neurons are nerve cells. Neurons or nerve cells. The neurons are the nerve cells and they are sensitive to various stimuli. They convert stimuli into nerve impulses and conduct these impulses to other neurons, to muscle tissue or to glands. The neurons, they are feeling something. At that place we might want to say nerve impulse. No, they convert it into it. They're feeling something and then they are sending they signal this nerve impulse to other neurons or to glands or to the muscle tissue. And they have 3 basic portions: the cell body and the 2 kinds of cell process, the axon and the dendrites. In the cell body there is the nucleus and other organelles. There is the cell body. The 3 basic portions: cell body and 2 kinds of processes. They have a cell body with a nucleus inside and also other organelles. And then they have, I'm going to say, multiple dendrites. It's not necessarily multiple, but I assume it. Multiple dendrites, and with them they are feeding. Dendrites are tapering, high branch, and usually short cell processes. They are the major receiving or input portion of a neuron. Receiving, okay. These are the ones with here. And then these 5, not 5, and then these multiple dendrites with which the neuron can feel. And then one axon of a neuron is a single, thin, cylindrical process that may be very long. It is the output portion of a neuron, conducting nerve impulses toward another neuron or to some other tissue. And then through the axon, through the one axon, these felt nerve impulses, these felt stimuli are sent over as nerve impulses. It's not completely understandable as nerve impulse. What is a nerve impulse? What is an impulse? Are sent over as nerve impulses to other neurons, to muscle tissue, or to glands. Away to the receiving person. What is it called? To the receiving one. The one who receives it. Okay, that is the part of neurons. Then we have here, even though neuralgia do not generate or conduct nerve impulses, these cells do have many important functions. The detailed structure and function of neurons and neuralgia are considered in Chapter 12 of the neuralgia. Chapter 4. Okay, we're not going to mention these neuralgia. We'll mention them, but we're not going to talk about them. That means we're making a video about neurons. We're going to say neurons are, besides neuralgia, neuralgia is Italian for neuralgia. Neurology, I think. Neurology. Neurons are part of neuralgia, one of the two cell types which make up this what is called muscle tissue, this nervous tissue. One of the two principal kinds of cells which make up the nervous tissue. Now, in these neurons, we have their body with a nucleus in the middle. And then we're having multiple dendrites, and with them they are feeling things. And then we have a long axon, and for that we are sending these things which the dendrites have felt as nerve impulses to other neurons, glands, what's it called, muscle tissue? Where we have finally the muscle tissue. It's the nervous tissue and the muscle tissue. I think that is all what is mentioned here. I have a second camera, we're going to start now. Really, according to Gerard Tortora and Sandra Grabowski's Principles of Anatomy and Physiology, 152. I have a second camera, we're going to start now. And let's try to see what we have here to neurons. The other ones have a neurology, just even for neurology. Neurologia. Neuralgia is Italian for neurology. And neurologia. 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 Das ist Neurologia. Neurologia. Let's try it. Neurons. Neurons are one of the two principal types of cells which make up nervous tissue. The other ones are the neurologia. So with neurons, we have a body, and when they have multiple dendrites, instead of a body there's a nucleus, and these dendrites, they are then feeding things, and they are sending them over them through the one axon, over to other neurons or to glands or to muscle tissue. That is according to Gerard Tortora and Cedric Grabowski's Principles of Anatomy and Physiology, page 132. I think that was okay. Did I forget to go so fast? You're going to take it. I'm going to stop the camera. And that was already the part of histology that we already understand. That means if you were here for histology, you can go directly to the next part of histology. We will do now the wrist training. If you stay and participate in the wrist training, then it's your own risk. Good as it stands. Then we arms up from the fists, the hands, and we're going down with the fists, and again up, and that is the spotlight. And over to the next exercise. The flashlight, fists, and on the inside. To the other side. That was the last time, and we're going on with the next exercise. The magician, flat hands, and on the inside. To the other side. We have 3 rules. The first rule is that we're stopping immediately as soon as there's pain. The second rule is that we're going only as fast as we can go with a little bit of effort. And the third rule is I don't know. The third rule is that we are not overdoing it. We just want to stand and not exhaust. So if you want to take a break, take a break. Pause a break. Next exercise is the pancake flipper. Flat hands, and we're opening them, and we're closing them. One more time. And on with the next exercise. The T-Rex in the morning. Flat hands out, and bring them down, and up. And it was last time. And the next exercise, it is the crab anxious to a fever. Hands onto a fist, down into flexion, press a bit against it. Now put on the outside. Press a bit on the top. And push a bit forward. The same with the other hand. Down into flexion with the fist and press a bit against it. Put on the outside. Press on top. And push forward. And now we could angle the castle architect, both hands with fists out, and bring them together. And bring it up. To the other side. And down. And change it down. One side. And the next exercise, I think it is actually, the T-Rex in the gym. If you are doing it without a tennis ball, then just make a strong fist. If you're doing it with a tennis ball, then press with moderate force onto the tennis ball. Release again and press again. And repeat. And now switching. And release. And press again. Release. And that was the exercise. The next exercise, the cautious big bang. Fingertips of one hand on top of fingernails of your other hand. Press a little and up again. And switch. Last turn. And do the next exercise. Muscle bridge. Flat hands and there you go. And down, bend at the knuckles and down again. The last time. And down. And now, if you like to take a break, do it now. We're doing the frog testing with water temperature. Flat hands, and we bring them down, so flat fingers, and then up with strong fists. Again down. And up. Again down. And up. Down and down. Next exercise. Feel this listen first direct. Fists and open. Close. Open. One last time. And now, the next exercise. Now, first the claw. Claws. Flat hands and then claws. Hold it a bit and open. Claws. Hold it. Open. And again, claws. Hold it. Up. One more time. Now to the next exercise. Take the arms in, strong fists into flexion. And then out, extension, flat fingers. And in, flexion, strong fist, out, extension, flat fingers. And change. And out. And again. And the last one. And to the next exercise, it is the ice axe. Flat hand, bend at the knuckles and press on all 4 fingers. Moderate force. So comfortable. And change. Upper hand, bend at the knuckles and press on all 4 fingers with comfortable force. And up again. And actually the last exercise. Go to second stance. We're doing the unfolding rocket boosters, long arms, strong fists. And taller. We make a strong fist and we bring the strong fists into flexion. Now out, extension, flat fingers. Again, inside flexion. And extended flat fingers. Again, strong fists into flexion. And out. And the last one. And again here. And now we go with moderate pressure over the middle part of the lower arm to relax the muscles. One. And we're changing. That was the last time that we did the exercises. So, if you, yes, it's of course if you were here for whatever, wrist training, but also wrist training. So, if you were here for wrist training, but also wrist training, it was wrist training. Thank you very much, and until next time.